Chairman.
There you go.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Welcome to the Voorhees Township Committee meeting of March 13th, 2023. Please rise and join me in the salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If everybody would just remain standing for a moment. Unfortunately, back on February 23rd, a public servant and a friend from Evesham Township passed away. Deborah Hackman, who for the better part of a decade served as a council person and deputy mayor in Evesham Township. So our thoughts and prayers are with Deborah and her family, and please join me in a moment of silence in honor of Deborah Hackman. Thank you. May we have a roll call, please?
Ms. Stepwhite? Mr. Platt?
Here.
Mr. Rabbits?
Here.
Ms. Nacito?
Here.
Mayor McDonough?
Here.
This meeting is being held in accordance with the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act. Due notice this meeting has been published in the Courier Post and Enquirer newspapers, as well as electronic notice as required by law.
Our first matter this evening is the second reading of an ordinance amending the schedule of fees for 2023. Since this is the second reading, I will open it to the public. If anyone from the public has any comments on this ordinance, please come forward.
Seeing no one, move to close public portion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Public portion of that ordinance is closed. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, may we have a roll call vote, please?
Mrs. Stepwhite? Yes. Mr. Platt?
Yes.
Mr. Rabbits?
Yes.
Ms. Nacito?
Yes.
Mayor McDonough?
Yes. So carried. Our next matter is the first reading of an ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank pursuant to NJSA 40A:4-45.14. Is there a motion on the first reading of that ordinance?
Motion. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Our next matter is the first reading of an ordinance to release, vacate, and extinguish any and all public rights in and to a portion of 3rd Street, subject to certain terms and conditions. Is there a motion on the first reading of that ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Our next matter is the first reading of an ordinance of the Township of Voorhees, County of Camden, State of New Jersey, authorizing an easement agreement between the Township of Voorhees and Eagle Plaza LLC. Do I have a motion on the first reading of that ordinance?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Our next section is public comment for our resolutions this evening. If anyone from the public has any comment on any of our resolutions, please come forward.
Seeing no one from the public, move to close public portion.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The public portion for resolutions is closed. Our resolutions this evening are resolution number 81-23, memorializing an executive session from the meeting of February 13, 2023. Resolution 82-23, authorizing amendments to the tax collector's records. Resolution number 83-23, authorizing the issuance of a request for proposals for broker services for the sale of plenary retail consumption license. Number 84-23, acknowledging certification of compliance with the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission's enforcement guidance on the consideration of arrest and conviction records in employment decisions under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Resolution number 85-23, accepting a performance guarantee for Value Max Executive 3 LLC, Block 160, Lot 1.03. Resolution 86-23, authorizing an agreement between Voorhees Township and Blau for real estate tax appeals. Number 87-23, appointing Phoenix Advisors as a financial advisor. Number 88-23, approving purchases through a state contract. CDW Government LLC, new IT software, $74,794.47. Resolution number 89-23, approving transfers between 2022 appropriation reserves. Number 90-23, authorizing execution of a shared services agreement between the Township of Voorhees and the Borough of Laurel Springs for uniform construction code services. Number 91-23, authorizing the BGV Municipal Alliance to accept additional grant funding for FY23 in the amount of $28,880. Resolution number 92-23, authorizing a notice of intent to award a contract under a national cooperative pricing agreement for sports field lighting and related for Rabinowitz Park AA Field through Musco Sports Lighting LLC. Number 93-23, authorizing shared services agreements by and between the County of Camden, Board of Elections, and various municipalities for certain electrical services, Lions Lake Facility. Resolution number 94-23, authorizing the tax collector to lien properties for unpaid property maintenance expenses. Number 95-23, appointing Gail David as Voorhees Township Registrar per NJSA 26:8-13. Resolution number 96-23, appointing Jennifer Branch as alternate member number 1 on the Voorhees Township Zoning Board. Resolution number 97-23, accepting the resignation of firefighter Adam Layden from the Voorhees Township Fire Department. Number 98-23, accepting the retirement of Gerald Robitaille from the Voorhees Township Fire Department. And resolution number 99-23, accepting the retirement of Deputy Fire Chief James Arpino from the Voorhees Township Fire Department. Do I have a motion for approval of those resolutions?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Mr. Long, I think you have
Yes,
another
thank
resolution.
you, Mayor. There's one extra resolution this evening. It's resolution authorizing the ratification of a memorandum of agreement between the Township of Voorhees and IAFF Local 3249 EMTs.
Do I have a motion on resolution number 100-23?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. No need for an executive session this evening. Next is approval of our reorganization minutes, approval of our minutes from February 13th, 2023, our court administrator's report for February, our registrar's report for January, our tax collector's report for February, approval of bills of the bill list for February 27, 2023, and the bill list for March 13, 2023. Do I have a motion for approval of those?
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Any comments from our committee this evening? Our final portion is our public portion. Anyone from the public has any comments, please come forward. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is David Kotler. My residential address is if you require, it's 2 Birchwood, Medford, New Jersey. My office address is 54 Southwest 2nd Avenue, Boca Raton, Florida. I was told that the committee and staff may be discussing resolutions relating retail cannabis this evening. If not, then you got to see me and say hello, but otherwise I have nothing to say.
Well, it's great to see you.
Pleasure. It's the best 2 minutes I've ever spent. Fair enough. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other public comment this evening?
Which company are you guys? Which company are you guys with?
Mr. Green's, which does not have a resolution, but apparently may be in some kind of backup position just in case.
Okay.
And has a land contract that we're kind of waiting to potentially release depending on how they progress.
I'm seeing none, move to close public portion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public portion is closed and we are adjourned. Good evening.
Hey Dave, before you leave, I'm going to grab your contact.